Hi there, welcome back to Saver Crypto. I thought I'd show you something different today. This is called BitsGap.com. What it is, it's a platform that integrates with various exchanges. I've got it integrated with Binance and Qcoin, and what you can do, you can basically use bots to trade for you. Now, I've been trying this for a few weeks, and I had mixed results, to be honest. And basically, what you need to do, you need to choose pairs, and usually like some altcoin and then either US dollars or BTC, and then you basically try and get more of your base currency. Now the one I'm most interested in getting more of is Bitcoin. So what I found was that trading, this is my Binance account, was that trading the pairs Bitcoin and Utrust, and also Bitcoin and Chainlink, using those pairs, they were the most profitable. What I decided to do, because I was getting confused, because obviously the value of each asset goes up and down, and it's very hard to work out exactly where you are, sort of thing. And I was using the Pro version. So the basic plan is $19 a month, where you have 2 active trading bots and a $25,000 a month limit. And I decided I played with this one for a while, and then I decided I wanted to try out the arbitrage, which is basically where you take advantage of the difference of price of crypto on different exchanges, and you kind of move it around. I didn't like that at all, to be honest. I just found it really weird, and you end up buying cryptos that you'd never heard of. So I just don't think that's a good idea, really. And then I moved on to using the Pro version to try out lots of different pairs. I did find that when I had 15 bots running, it was very, very hard to keep track of everything, because I was using different base currencies like Ethereum, US dollars, and Bitcoin. So what I decided to do was to go back to the basic plan with just 2 active bots. So I'll be paying $19 a month. You don't have to do that, by the way. You can sign up using the link in the description, and you can get the advanced plan. I think it's the advanced plan. I think you get this free for 14 days. So you can try that out and then, work out if it makes money for you or not. Now what I did find is it works better when you've got a reasonable chunk of money in the system. That seems to be more efficient. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically just going to start again. I've cancelled all my bots, and I'm going to set up 2 new bots, a Utrust against BTC and also a Chainlink against BTC. If you look in my Binance account, you can see here I've got like $12,000 worth of Bitcoin, $11,000 worth of Chainlink, and $3,000 worth of Utrust. And to track all this, I've made a Google spreadsheet where I've got the date, and I've got the amount of BTC in my Binance account, the amount of Link, the amount of Utrust, and then I've added these columns here with the USD value and also the Bitcoin value in the case of the altcoins. And then I've got a total USD value and a total BTC value. So the idea is to run this and fill this in every Friday, and see if this value in Bitcoin increases. The value in dollars is probably going to increase anyway, because there'll be predominantly a lot of Bitcoin, which is going to go up a lot, I think, in the next few months. So so this is where I'm starting here. Now, if you look again at the breakdown, the Utrust one was one of the more profitable ones. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use my BTC, the majority of the BTC, to trade against Utrust, and then the bot will probably try and sell half the Link to get some BTC to trade with, because it likes to have about equal quantities of each one. So let's go and set it up anyway and see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this S bot. Now you've got this S bot which works generally when the market's rising, and the classic bot tends to work better in bear markets. The combo bot I haven't used yet. That's more for leverage trading, and to be honest, I don't want a bot leverage trading for me. That just sounds like a dangerous thing to do. So I'm going to stick to the S bot. The exchanges I've got connected are Binance, Binance futures, but I'm not using that because that's the derivative, leverage one, and Qcoin. I decided not to use Qcoin in the end. So literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to select Binance as the exchange, and then this is where you can select your different pairs, and you can see there's tons of them. But I'm going to select UTK against BTC. Yeah, let's use all my BTC. So I think what will happen here is it will try and buy some UTrust with the BTC, which is okay because UTrust's quite cheap at the moment, so I don't mind that. Now, this is where you basically set here your sort of lower price and upper price that you want it to trade in, and you can move these around if you want to. With this one, I've just found it works okay if you just leave it by the default, so I'm going to do that. You can actually backtest your strategy as well by clicking backtest there, and what this will show you, it will show you in theory what would have happened over the last 3 days, 7 days and 30 days. So you can see that would have made 4.26% profit over the last 30 days. So imagine over a year that would be something like 42% profit, which is obviously very good. So if I can maintain that, I'll be really happy. And this is totally hands-off, really. I mean, you just need to sort of keep an eye on it, really, and just check how it's going. So I'm going to start the bot. So it says here, to start this bot, it's necessary to buy 23,099 UTK. So I'll go yes, buy. And you should, oh, here you go. Right, so in my Binance, that's basically bought the UTK, and it's done one trade already. And you can see at the moment, it's slightly negative in profit. Now I'll come back in a few minutes and see what's happened when it's done a few more transactions. Okay, so 37 minutes have passed now, and you can see here that the bot has made 98 cents in the past 37 minutes, which is not bad going. The percentage change it shows here, the minus 0.94%, that's because that's showing the change in the dollar value, and basically the price of Bitcoin has just dropped about $300 in the last 10 minutes, so that's why that's negative. So I don't worry too much about this. What I'm interested in is the fact that this here, this 0.000 whatever, that figure there, that's the Bitcoin base currency profit. So I'm quite happy with that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and set up the Link BTC one. Now the price of Links also dropped in the past 10 minutes as well. You can see that here. It is Link versus BTC on TradingView. But you see recently there was quite a big increase in the price of Link in terms of BTC. So I think it's going to be okay if the bot wants to sell some Link to buy some BTC, because obviously the price of BTC has just dropped in value. So that's a good time to buy some BTC with the Link anyway. So let's go back to the bot, and this time I'm going to select Link and Link BTC. Okay, go for that, and I'm going to use everything else I've got, and I'm literally going to just leave it on the defaults because that seems to work, and click start. As I suspected, it's going to sell some Link to buy some BTC, so that's fine. So the market order's placed, market order's filled. Okay, and it should say now that the bot is running. And there you can see the bot started. So we're all good now. Now I'll come back and show you the results in a moment, but for the time being I'll just show you some of the features of this. You can run this in demo mode, so if you want to try it without using your real money, you can just click that and put the demo mode on, and you'll probably see one that I've been trying out recently. I've actually been trying out Wi-Fi versus BTC, which I think is another one I might be interested in doing, and you can see over 21 days that made $587, but that was only 0.07% in daily interest. You can also look at these strategies here, recommended strategies. Now, okay, I mean, you could probably do something like, I mean, I don't know what TLM is, TLM versus Tether, I don't know. But the problem is here is, I don't know what TLM is, and I could do my research and it might be something very good. But if I go back to the live mode at the moment, the whole point here is about the three cryptos that I'm using here. They're all ones I'm really into. I really think Chainlink will have a massive value in the future. It's got quite a big value already. Bitcoin, I think, is just amazing, and I can't ever see it not being a good investment. It will go up, it will go down, but overall it's the most precious asset on earth in my mind, and I want to have as much as possible of it. Utrust is a kind of new sort of thing. It's like a crypto version of PayPal, and I've got very good hopes for Utrust. And I'm not alone either. You'll see on YouTube people like that Martini guy and Ivan on Tech. They're really into Utrust as well, and those guys normally know what they're talking about. So you get the idea that at the end of the day, I'm hopefully going to end up with more Link, more Utrust, and more Bitcoin. Okay, so when I said I'd be back in a few minutes, some things came up, and all of a sudden 2 days passed. So I've got some more results to show you. So what's happened since I set this up? So you can see these bots have now been running for 2 days and 1 hour, and the UTK one for 2 days and 2 hours. And in dollar value, the Utrust one has made $147, and the Link one has made $69. The percentage change here, you can see there's overall it's slightly down for the UTK one. Now that's because the value of UTK has gone down a little bit, and inversely in the Link one the value of Link's gone up quite a lot, so that's why it's showing a change there. Now what I did was early this morning I copied the values from Bybit into my spreadsheet, and I've also changed this a little bit and added a few extra columns because I thought that would help. So basically what I've got now is I've got the Bitcoin amount, the Chainlink amount, the Utrust amount, and then their values in US dollars and BTC, and then I've got the sort of totals in USD value and the totals in BTC value. I mean, the USD value, I'm just not interested in that really, because if you see the value of the dollar, the inflation rate is like, where is it now? The inflation rate is 5.39%, which is like, so you've got to be making that on your dollars to just stay still, so I'd rather think about my investments in Bitcoin and keep my investments in Bitcoin, but that is totally your own decision. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, so do bear that in mind. Anyway, so if you look at my spreadsheet now, I've added these columns for the actual US dollar change and also the amount of increase from the start. And you see what happened is when I set this one up yesterday, I mean this is for all the values, because the price of Bitcoin dropped quite rapidly as soon as I set it, the actual dollar value went down. So I was like minus $377 initially in the first hour or so because of the value of Bitcoin going down. But if you look over here, the actual Bitcoin value, the profit was 0.00458 Bitcoin. So it just doesn't bother me, the price of the dollar value. It's the Bitcoin value that I'm interested in. But if you are interested in it, it seems that, because of the price increase as well, after 2 days, my investment is $2,417 up. And that means that I've actually made 0.96% in its Bitcoin value, and it's actually 2.43% in its dollar value. Okay, so I think this is going well. I mean, this is going great. What I did do is I decided to test a few of the pairs out, and I've only just set this up recently. I'm going to keep these two going for at least 14 days, because if you want to sign up for the trial and do it yourself and then decide that you want the basic plan, this would be a good test of what you can earn using the basic plan. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this link here in the description, and this shows the pairs that I've also have running in demo mode, which are BNB to BTC, BAT to BTC, and EGLD to BTC. That's Elrond Gold. It's something I'm really, really into. If I decide at the end of this test that these three have worked really well, then I'll probably upgrade to the advanced plan that has the 5 bots, and maybe use all 5 and continue my tests like that. but I would like to earn a bit of money with the 2 live pairs at the moment over the next 14 days, possibly 1 month, and see where we are. Now, the good thing about this link here is I can share this link and you can see my results live. So I'm going to put that link there in the description. And if you decide you want to try out BitsGap, you can get a 14-day free trial here. You'll also need something like a Binance account, which I'll put a link to in the description as well, and that will get you a reasonable percentage off your fees, which is good. Now, Binance is in the news quite a lot at the moment because they are withdrawing their derivative trading in a lot of countries in Europe. This isn't anything to worry about because I'm not using leverage, which is what derivatives is all about. I'm not using leverage with Binance. If I do leverage trading, I either use Femex or Bybit. I don't use Binance. And this is literally just doing spot trading, so there's no leverage involved. You're just basically sort of buying one crypto, selling another crypto, and then swapping it back and all that sort of thing. So no worries there. If you're having problems buying Bitcoin or whatever you want to buy initially, I'd strongly suggest you use Swissborg. That I'll leave the link for that in the description as well. And with that, you can get up to €100 worth of crypto free. So that's all good as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave this link in the description so you can monitor how this goes anyway. I might just tidy this spreadsheet up a little bit, and I'll probably put a link to that as well. And I'll probably update this during the week, I reckon. Maybe by about day 8 or 9, because I think we're in for some big moves in Bitcoin this week. So it's going to be interesting to see how the other cryptos follow it. Okay, so that's about it for now. So yeah, this is Save with Crypto saying goodbye. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends.